tonight's top story. Esports tournament leaders and game developers from Valve Software are pushing the International Olympic Committee to approve gaming as an official sport for the 2024 Olympics in Paris.
The IOC has been reluctant to make this happen because of the nature and history of the Games. We have with us Danielle Doreen, chairman of the IOC, and Leon Leopold from the French Olympic Committee to tell us more about this.
Esports should not be included in the Olympics because, first of all, our charter forbids it.
We are the Olympic officials, so we are in charge of the charter and we will change it to our every need.
Shh, I told you not to say that.
Oh, sorry.
Luckily, the IOC has to agree with it, so there's no way it will be changed.
But the IOC has very flexible minds and will soon be swayed.
The IOC members have the smartest brains because they do not play video games. So therefore, they will not agree with changing the chart.
Have you ever met Phil from the language department? He plays Call of Duty all the time. Plus, even the strongest minded people can be swayed by money. Cheesy pretzels.
Cheesy? So moving on. So what you were saying, Danielle, is the IOC has actual rules that come into play with the sports that are included?
Yes, thank you. In the charter that we have, that cannot be changed by cheesy pretzels, 75 men from 5 countries and 25 women from 3 countries have to play video games competitively for it to be included in the Olympics.
We will make that happen then.
And it is not good for kids to get inspired by this. First, because it ruins your brain, and second, because they have much violence.
It is good to have video games in the Olympics because then the people who are not athletic can win gold medals.
But the Olympic athletes spend long hours training, but video gamers just press buttons.
It strengthens their fingers. Very handy when you try to smash Skidoo between your fingers.
Okay, well, of course, strengthening your fingers is not very important.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes.
No.
Oh, sorry, we don't have time for. Don't we have time for esports champions standing by? They can shed light on why video games should qualify for the Olympics.
So we have Flame Minotaur, 2-time champion in the Clash Royale Kings Cup tournament, and Doom Goblin, 5-time finalist in the Call of Duty Intel tournament. It is my understanding that they are working together to hone their skills in a practice session.
There appears to be something wrong with the connection.
They're not moving.
The picture is frozen or something. Maybe a good time to check out the weather?
In Paris? In 2024? I can't tell you what the weather will be like in 2024 in Paris. Plus, they're gamers. They're like inside. They don't care what the weather will be.
Not
Duh.
in Paris. Here.
In 2024, I can barely give an accurate forecast for 3 days from now.
Today, what is the weather today here? Outside.
Oh, outside today. Here. Well, in Chicago, temperatures will reach about 48 degrees, which is kind of balmy for November, right? Well, dust off your heavier coats. An Arctic blast is about to blow across the Midwest. Temperatures will drop into the low 20s. We might see record-breaking temps for this time of year. Might make you want to get inside and play some video games, huh?
Practice for the 2024 Olympics.
Speaking of practice, I'm told we are ready to go to the games now.
The picture is still frozen.
No, they're just really still. Look closely. Their thumbs open.
Really? That's unbelievable. It's like they're statues. They're...
So, Flame Minotaur, Clash Royale, Doom Goblin, Call of Duty, practicing together. Go!
You are sure they're listening to us?
Yeah, old man, we hear you.
Oh, okay then. I'm not too old to understand how this works. There are organizations that oversee the tournaments for proper and corporate-sponsored teams. It is correct, June?
I think video games are great. I adore them. I play them all day, and I have won $8 million in tournaments. I'm going to win like 10 gold medals in the 2024 Olympics. If they don't put the gaming in the games, I'm just going to go crazy. Like, I will literally go crazy.
But why, Mr. Goblin? If you won all that money, why is it important to you to win medals?
Love country, man, for the good old U.S. of A.
The Olympics are like for the best in a sport. Puts the sport on the map. Gets athletes known, like.
Well, that's just the point. The Olympics are for athletics. Some say gamers aren't athletics and therefore shouldn't be in the Olympics.
You know how hard it is to sit on a couch for 8 hours in one position, right?
Takes training, man. Training!
Training, you heard it here. We have someone in the studio that would disagree with the training involved in video games is of the same benefit as in real sports.
Not that we're saying gaming isn't a real
Oh,
sport.
no, of course not. But Gerald Robinson, neurology professor at Harvard University, might say that. He's an expert on one of the effects of video games on young minds.
Dr. Robinson, thank you for joining us today. Could you tell us why you do not feel it is a good idea to have e-games at the 2024 Paris Summer Olympics?
It addles kids' brains and addicts them. I believe it is a bad idea because it will hook young watchers and cause them to lose sight of what's important, such as exercise and education.
Do you see any benefits to playing video games?
While some doctors may say video games improve concentration and coordination, I am a firm believer in going outside, playing catch, going on a hike, or playing a strategy game like chess.
What about the violent nature of some video games? Do you believe they can actually cause violence?
Yes, people can believe that winning Clash of Clans battle is as important as life and death. I've seen violence such as a brother beating the other for beating him in a FIFA game, or smashing a $500 computer.
The Olympics has indeed been about bringing together nations of the world. There have certainly been political statements made over the years, but the games themselves have been about promoting physical activity, not violence. On-site reporter Sally Jo Salamander is standing by with a Jamaican player, Kalika Lucci, world champion speed walker, Wendy Marie Walker.
Is your name really Walker?
Seriously? Your name is Kalaka Cookie.
No, it's Kalika Lucci. And is walking really a sport? Ooh, look, I'm walking so fast.
Oh my gosh,
Ooh la
you're not
la.
even doing it right. You have to keep one foot on the ground at all times, and you gotta make your hips move more.
Hello, I'm standing right here. Esports people, why should they be banned from the Olympics?
Esports should be banned from the Olympics because they have tons of violence and gore, and they can make somebody into an unhealthy, fat couch potato.
Strong words. How about you, Wendy? Do you feel the same way?
I can't believe I'm agreeing with him, but there is a lack of exercise in esports, and they shouldn't be called esports at all. Sports mean exercise. Exercise means healthy, and healthy means more exercise.
Great point. Is there anything you would like to add on to that?
Oh yes, if esports is accepted into the Olympics, I, being the #1 soccer player, will quit and play hockey.
Strong words, Kalake. Strong words. By the way, I'm your biggest fan.
Oh, I bet. Here, do you want my autograph?
I cannot believe this is happening right now.
Rock on, Wendy. Rock on.
Back to you in the studio, Rachel. Do you want an autograph?
This debate will be around a few years at least for the Parisian Olympics, still far off in the distance.
Plenty of time for esports to gardener sports.
Or hand out cheesy pretzels.
I'm Rachel Ryan. This is Louis Pumpernickel. That's it for today's edition of The Post.
Stop saying it. You're making you laugh harder.
That's because I hate a bag.
Yes, I think we just stop.
Clapper.
First, you have to say Kalika when I'm doing
Am I supposed to be in this or not?
Just say Kalika? Like Kalika.
Yeah, like that.
Okay.
Well, you weren't. Okay. She didn't even put it up to my. Oh, sorry. Is your your name really Vodka?
No, it's no, it's
It is time. So let us begin.
All right, and cut.